Can you tell your full name?
Pusarla Venkata Sindhu.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Stick to PV
So
Sindhu.
PV Sindhu is better.
If you're not a badminton player, what would you be?
Initially, when I was really young, I thought I would want to become a doctor, but now I would say that I would want badminton is much better.
So how does it feel to be an inspiration for so many badminton players and wannabe sportsperson? Tell us.
Well, it feels really good because a lot of people take me as an inspiration and a lot of people look up to me. So it feels really good. I mean, when you're young, like when I was young, I used to look up to a lot of people and, you know, I wanted to be there someday. And when I'm there and when now people look up to me, it feels really good that when you look back, you were also one of them. You were a young kid when you were looking up to someone else and now you're in the limelight, you're there, people looking up to you. It feels really great.
And so badminton requires very quick reflexes and very quick agility. So it's safe to say that you're a very quick decision maker?
Well, we have to make decisions very quickly. Obviously on court, yes, because you know you don't have much time to think about it. It needs to like just be like you have to change in a second no matter what, because you keep playing rallies and in between the rallies you need to change accordingly. So off court, yes. On court, we definitely have to, you know, take some time and yeah.
I know it's too early, but post badminton, any plans you've made?
Post badminton, I would say like right now I have lot of. I feel there are many more years to go, and after that, I am a deputy collector in Andhra government.
Oh really?
So yeah, so
Yes,
so you know, after that I would do that, and yeah, we also are constructing an academy in Vizag.
Why Vizag? You are from Hyderabad?
No, I'm from Hyderabad, but when I won an Olympic medal, you know, they've given me a land there. So I wanted to do something for the, you know, the people. You know, there are a lot of kids who are coming up.
It's only badminton academy.
It's a academy come school. It's a sports school come academy.
Volvo XC60 comes with an integrated Google Maps, but the traffic here is making me mad. So you can tell me some quick shortcuts. But the weather is good apparently.
The weather is really good, but you know, traffic is everywhere. You know, it's yeah, the traffic is everywhere, and you have to deal with it. You don't have an alternate.
That's a part of urban life now. I think this is something that we have brought in.
Yeah, you can't expect to go in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You have to minimum keep a time track.
Correct.
Yeah, and then even if you're going to the airport to catch the flight, you can't expect it to be like a smooth way. You will take time.
Very soon we will need a chopper services or maybe a shuttlecock sensor, you know, and just fly. But talking about that, badminton has seen a lot of technological changes, not like shuttlecock sensors.
Yes.
So, I mean, tell us something more about it.
I think it's really good to have something, you know, innovative and something new, because they've come up recently. When I played, there was a robo who was, you know, doing the shuttle controlling, like who was giving us new shuttles. So I think it's something different that we need to have. I mean, it's not, it shouldn't be same anymore. But I think if we have something different, we will also know, okay, you know, they can also do this. And it's really good, really nice to see and really very innovative, because when I was playing a tournament recently, so they were taking, the robots were taking our bags as well.
Oh really?
Yeah, and as well as the shuttlecocks. So when the shuttlecock, we want to take a new one, we can just take it from the robo and then it replaces with a new one.
So instead of a human coming and taking it?
Yeah. Instead of we going and taking it.
Like that famous incident of your competitor Carolina who gives the shuttle in the court, right? There's so much of news about it.
Yeah, I think it's part of the game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's all fair in love and war. This is war,
exactly, right? Exactly. I think, you know, it's good that there is the competition is really high in sports,
right?
In badminton, I mean, it's picking up really good. India is doing really well, so I think it's always good to have that competition between the athletes. But I think off court, you know, you're again back to normal. But I think the episode which has happened between me and Carolina, it was like
But she seems to have done with a lot of people. Like she purposely will throw the shuttle in such a way that you take extra steps.
Yeah, I think it's basically her strategy, her ways of technique.
And the way she shouts.
Yeah, exactly. The mental games, the strategies.
But you play by the book?
I mean, see, when it comes to strategy, everybody they have their own ways. In fact, people tell me like even you should do like that, you know, this. But I think, you know, when it comes to the game, you should also be fair at times.
Correct.
And you know, when you're facing an opponent, it's more of the technique and the strategy more than the outside games mentally. I know it can be there. It is their point of view.
Right.
But I think my point of view, even though you have your own strategies, I think sometimes it is also the game, the technique that you have to play and show how your style.
And your favorite badminton memory of on the pitch? Funny maybe.
There are a lot actually. There are some memorable ones where, you know, when I won my Rio Olympics 2016, and there were some sad ones where, you know, I was injured. I was in a state of mind where can I come back? Can I come back? Or, you know, there were situations where can I do it? This was in 2015 when I had an injury. So I think it's injuries are part of life, and there are some ups and downs in life, in sport. I think you all have to, like, we all have to go through it. Yeah.
But what's the future of badminton in India? Like, how do you think now as opposed to when you started?
I think like back then they were just like me, Saina, but I think now it's a lot more. I mean, badminton as a sport, I think there are good players in the men's.
Overall, every sport has really seen an uptick in India. Like earlier, it was only cricket.
Exactly. I think in every sport, I think even the government support is really good, and you know, the support system is good.
Yes.
And I think it needs to be there. It needs to be there from the grassroots levels. It's not just that you have a player and you support her and not anyone else. You know, you have to see the talent. Like, you know, you have to know, okay, she's gonna do well. So what needs to be done? You know, you need to support her, whatever it requires. You need to support her.
So what's your regime then? You read books? Are you into?
I don't really read books.
Really?
Sometimes I do, but most of the time it's you know, I really love music. Yeah, it's like music, and then it's mostly like we rest. Or when we are traveling, we just like sleep. Whenever we get time, I just sleep.
You know, if there's a book going to be made on you, which one day will be, how will you like it to be named?
I would like to be named as my own, because, you know, if
PV
people
Sindhu.
Exactly, because you know,
something
people,
like some adjective.
If people, the champion, obviously.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
Yeah,
fair enough. Why
not? I mean,
you've done it, so you won India a lot of pride, so why not? And if somebody has to make a movie on you, who would you want the role to be played? Except Deepika.
Okay, that was my answer.
I knew that. It was an obvious thing, right? Except her, who do you think would portray you very well?
See, I think I don't have like a particular name apart from her, but I would love someone to do it where they know how to play sport and they understand sports.
Correct.
Because I said Deepika because she herself was a badminton player earlier. At the same time, Prakash sir, obviously he's my mentor now, and she knows what it is. And Prakash sir, he himself is a legend.
Right.
Prakash Padukone sir. So I think what else you need?
Correct.
And she's tall, she's lean, she has an athletic body. So I mean, she knows how to play sport. That's the most important thing. Yeah, I've played with her. I know. Yeah.
And so that, you know, you can talk about injury, etc. But talking about that, like I'm just trying to connect. Like this Volvo XC60 has 6 intelligent airbags. It has ADAS features. So what kind of things you do to prevent injury? Like,
I mean, yeah, injuries are part of life. At the same time, when you're told about this airbags and everything, you have to prevent injury, right?
You have to apply the brakes.
Exactly. So I think it's you have to keep training. You have to strengthen your body, your legs, your arms, everything. At the same time, injuries just don't come. They can't tell you. They don't tell you and come. They just come. It just happens. You can't do anything about it. But I think to protect and prevent it, obviously you have to do your strengthening exercises and etc. But I think when you have an injury, at the same time, the most important thing is I think you have to make sure you recover and be 100%. Not that you recover like 50% and go back and again enjoy yourself and then it's a process.
Injured. Yeah, so that you heal completely.
Exactly. You need to heal completely and then come back. At the same time, at that point of time, you know, they'll have a lot of doubts. What is going to happen? Will I come back? Can I do it?
Mentally, yeah,
exactly.
true.
I think mentally also you need to be strong enough.
Before you go to a court, what do you say to yourself? How do you like rejuvenate and motivate? I'm gonna kill it.
Exactly. I mean, I generally, because I train to do my best. I train that, okay, I need to give my 100%. So when I go to the court, when I'm going for a match, I just think that, I need to give my best no matter what, because that's what I've practiced for.
Right.
Yeah.
So what about your automobile space? Like, do you want to go electric? Do you have an electric car? Do you want to buy electric car?
I don't have an electric car, but
You drive often?
I drive.
Okay.
But like right now, since I'm training,
Right.
my dad tells me that I get tired, so he takes me, he drops me, he gets me back and stuff like that. But electric, I think I would definitely give it a try, because it's really good for the environment.
What would you like one thing to be changed in the profession of badminton?
In the profession of badminton, I would say, I think I would change where you need to have, not change, but you can improve.
Sure.
I think you need to have good coaches, and it should start from the grassroots levels. And I know there is support, there is talent, but I think they need to go to the places, rural areas where people really know and understand, and need to explain them what it is. And once it starts from the grassroots levels, it's there will be a lot of people coming forward. There might be 50, 60. From 50, 60, there might be only 10 coming forward. But there's nothing wrong in trying out and knowing the talent in children's this thing.
And what advice would you give to your young athletes?
Advice, I would say, whichever sport it is, I would want them to enjoy playing and enjoy what they do. It shouldn't be like a burden, and they shouldn't regret it later, thinking that, why didn't I do that, or why didn't I do this. I think whatever it is, you have to give your best and enjoy playing sport, and they need to understand that it's not just few months of hard work. It takes lots and lots of years of hard work to come to a level. Okay,
I'm going to ask you some quick bites because we have to go back. So, supposing if you could compete against any historical badminton player, living or not, who would that be?
Well, I would love to play with, he's retired, of course. I've played with him, but I love to play with Lin Dan. He's a legend himself. He's from China.
Right.
But if I'll have to change something, I would say maybe the 2016 and 2020 Olympics, when I played with Carolina, when I got silver. Yeah.
That must be your haunting moment, right? But in a parallel universe, if you're not a badminton player, what would you be?
Initially, when I was really young, I thought I would want to become a doctor, but now I would say that I would want badminton is much better.
Your favorite tournament? Yeah, even doctor does shuttling from here to there, so you make the cock shuttle. What's your favorite badminton court?
Badminton court, I would say Olympics and the World Championships, where I won my 2019 in Swiss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Describe this car in 1-2 words of yours. What do you feel?
I think it's very good, it's beautiful, and it's very spacious. And I think more than that, anyway, when you're traveling, you need to be very free. Like, it shouldn't be like very congested. You need to travel like very happily and comfortable.
Correct.
I would say comfortable is the
What are the
word.
must-have things you carry when you're traveling?
Traveling, obviously, I mean, everybody knows it. It's a phone.
What is a post-match munching snack or ice cream you like?
No, actually,
You're a big ice cream eater, no?
I like junk, but obviously, we'll have to.
Please define junk, because junk is pizza and burger, not ice cream.
Exactly. I mean, everything, and that's why I said junk, like pizza, burger, ice creams, chocolates, whatever.
And you don't put on weight ever?
No, I don't eat much, because now.
So your portions are less.
Exactly. I mean, not too much junk. Maybe once in a while is okay, but when you're playing sport.
So in badminton, in badminton, do you have to meditate? Do you think the meditation or concentration is very important?
Exactly. I mean, it is very important. The mental aspect is very important, where you have to stay mentally and physically fit. So you have to.
So you do
make
yoga?
Sure. I do meditate at times, because it keeps my mind clean. It keeps my mind calm. Yeah, it keeps me going that way.
And music, what kind of music do you listen to?
I really like fast beat music.
So tell me something, when you interact with all your peers, from China, their language is a big problem. They don't speak English. Or they do. Like Russian, I know Chinese don't speak.
Few people don't.
So then how do you interact?
I mean, we just interact with
Come to the court. We'll see you there. Language of warfare.
Yeah, I mean, just
Any
few
moments
words.
like this when you were internationally, something, first time you went to travel abroad, or something which,
It's new every time, like when we travel and when we interact with players. But few players are very friendly, and English is a universal language.
True.
Some players do speak, but few of them
They
don't
understand.
understand.
Surely. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, they understand, but they can't speak and explain what they want to say. So sometimes they have a interpreter, but otherwise it's just that few words like okay, that's how are you? Yeah.
And have you traveled even if you traveled extensively, like many countries, or just?
Yeah, I mean I've traveled a lot of countries, like I've
South
been
America?
Not.
They don't play badminton, do they? No.
Yeah, mostly Asian countries.
Play
When
badminton.
mostly Asian countries, and European countries. We have tournaments in like Denmark, Paris.
So when you started your, you knew that you'll become a badminton player, or you had something else in your mind?
I mean, when I started playing, it was just for fun.
You're a
That's
sports
when-
family, no? Your
Yeah,
parents
yeah.
are-
My parents were volleyball players. When I started playing, it was just for fun.
Mhm.
And I was like, chalo, theek hai, I'll play.
try.
Let's see where it goes. I just wanted to play for fun. My dad used to play volleyball, besides there was a badminton court. And that way I was like, okay, I'm interested. I want to play. That's how I started playing.
And your experience with Mr. Narendra Modi?
Yes, of course.
Really?
Well, I think...
See, I did my research on you, right?
Narendra Modi sir, of course, when he speaks to us, it's like he has a different charm. I mean, the way he tells, the way he speaks is just amazing. I've met him a lot of times, but I think the support that he does is amazing.
Wow.
Something else, it's different level. The energy that he has is completely
So
different.
apart from the winning that goal, what has been the highlight? What has been the high point? Something that you really cherish?
I think my life has changed after Rio Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, my life has completely changed after Rio Olympics. Completely.
That was a bronze, no?
That was a silver.
That was
2020 was bronze. 2020
bronze.
Tokyo was bronze.
That's bigger than getting gold anywhere.
Yeah, actually, I think I would say 2020 was much more harder than Rio, because when you're playing the finals, you already have a medal.
Right.
I mean, it's upset that you lose, but at the same time, you know that the medal is
There's some
confirmed. But at the same time, when
you want to win.
Yeah, when it's here, getting a bronze is much more harder, I say, because you lose in the semi-finals, you have to play for a third and fourth spot, and you get a bronze or not. So it's much more harder to fight, and then you just have a day. You need to recover from the match that you've played. You'll be upset. You have a lot of emotions, mixed emotions. You have mixed emotions where you should be happy that you are having another opportunity, or you should be sad that you lost an opportunity to go to the finals.
And I think we have now another 2 hours of drive because of the way traffic is. So thank you so much, PV Sindhu, for this. Can you tell your full name?
Pusarla Venkata Sindhu.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Stick to PV
So
Sindhu.
PV Sindhu is better.
Thank you guys for watching. If you like this, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Comment down below what questions you want to ask. That's PV Sindhu for you. Thank you.
Thank you.